Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
The recent decision by the Wike-led group to distance itself from the presidential campaign of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the 2023 presidential election is still generating reactions in the Niger Delta. While some political analysts believe that this development marks the beginning of yet another implosion in the PDP, others are of the view that the poorly managed internal crisis rocking the party is to the advantage of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) and the Labour Party with its obedient movement.
The PDP internal feud over balance of power between Nigeria's north and south deepened last week when supporters of Wike, including 4 state governors, former governors and some founding members of the party, announced their decision to pull out of the Atiku presidential campaign. Former Deputy National Chairman of the PDP, Bode George, who anchored a press briefing after the meeting in Port Harcourt, told reporters that the interests of the South had been seriously compromised preparatory to the 2023 presidential election.
Therefore, resolved that Senator Iyorchia Ayu resigns as the national chairman of the party for an acting chairman of Southern Nigerian extraction to emerge and lead the party on the national campaign.
Shortly afterwards, Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike, who had vied for the PDP presidential nomination in May this year, addressed journalists in Government House, Port Harcourt, alleging that the PDP national chairman, Senator Iyorchia Ayu, manipulated the presidential primaries to ensure Atiku's victory. The Rivers State Governor also accused Senator Ayu of collecting a bribe of 1 billion naira to deliver Atiku as presidential candidate of the party. Governor Wike said, though he felt betrayed by the PDP, he was still committed to the victory of the party in the forthcoming presidential election, which was why he obliged Atiku's request for a reconciliatory meeting in London. At the interactive session with journalists, Wike said there was a mutual agreement to replace Senator Ayu with a Southerner to reflect balance of power ahead of the 2023 presidential election, but noted that Atiku later proved not to be a man of his words.
We said that, and he agreed with us that Ayu has to go. And what was remaining, he now said, we should give him 1 week. Let's go, work at the modalities. Now, within that 1 week, we didn't hear for the presidential candidate again. All you know, that's the constitutional barrier. You are talking about constitution now. When you forget that the constitution says there should be zoning of elective and party offices. You did not remember that constitution says so. All you thought what you've done is to show how clever or how smart you are. Now that the crisis is down, you are now falling back to that constitution to say, look, there are constitutional crisis. You cannot eat your cake and have it. You can't.
Reacting to the withdrawal of the Wike faction from his campaign, Atiku had in a recent statement expressed shock at their action, emphasizing that it was not in his powers to compel Senator Ayu to resign. While Atiku chose his words carefully in the statement to avoid inflaming an already dicey situation, spokesperson for his campaign, Daniel Bwala, openly accused Wike of plotting Senator Ayu's sack to pave way for his 2027 presidential ambition. Charles Jaja, a Port Harcourt-based political analyst, shares same opinion.
That from the time of Sheriff to down to Makarafi, down to Uche Secondus, and down to Ayu, he has all been involved, in bringing out these persons. But at the end of it, you will see him fighting them. Why? It's simply because, for me, I don't see people say, oh, he's fighting for the people of Southside. I don't think so. He's just fighting for his own personal interest.
On the contrary, Chairman of the People's Democratic Party in Rivers State, Ambassador Desmond Akao, insists that bigwigs of the party and other Nigerians could not have taken sides with Wike if his demands were born out of selfish motives.
They've seen the cause he's fighting for. That the cause is not the cause of Wike, it's the cause of those who are speechless, those who do not have anybody to handle issues for them. Those from the south that are saying let there be fairness. I was happy when I read about our youth, our brothers from the north, taking their position that presidency must be shifted to the south. And this is what we want as a country.
The PDP, Nigeria's main opposition party, lost power to the ruling APC in 2015 on account of internal squabbles. The current crisis bedeviling the party is a repeat of bad history occasioned by self-centered politicking. As a matter of fact, observers of unfolding events in the PDP doubt if there is any time left for the party to get its acts together, with barely 5 months into the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria.
Inside the Niger Delta,